Okay, this might be a little weird, it's my first video, and the surroundings are iffy, but as the channel states, I'm going to be doing reviews on the animes that I've watched. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to start with is Black Butler. I just finished watching it. I watched 1, 2, and the Book of Circus series. Okay. Now first, a little background on what Black Butler is. Okay. In Victorian-era Europe, a young boy loses everything he once held near and dear to a vicious plot. In his moment of death, he strikes a deal with a demon, his soul, in exchange for revenge. C.L. Phantomhive is now the head of the Phantomhive Corporation, handling all business affairs as well as the underground work for the Queen of England. His new partner is a demon butler, Sebastian Nicholas, whose powers as a butler is only surpassed by his strength as a demon. The story follows the two along with their other servants as they work to unravel the plot behind CL's parents' murder, and the horrendous tragedy that befell CL in the month directly after. Okay. So that's basically the plot for the first one. Basically, so what did I think about it after watching it? Well, after watching the first one, yeah, it had some good action. Kind of ended on a sad note. Seriously, he leaves everybody behind after they kill the queen, who turns out to be that bad guy. And yeah, he goes to have his soul eaten by Sebastian. It's like, hello, you're leaving behind your 3 servants, your fiance. It's like, ugh. It was a good show. It had a lot of action. It had action, had some drama. There was even suggested a sex scene with Sebastian. It's like, okay, you actually use that as a chance as a way to get people to tell you what you want to know. That was kind of surprising. Well, the first season it was okay. Just didn't like the ending too much, and myself, and it got really hectic towards the end. It's like, ugh, brother, please don't anybody, because they didn't really answer. For the first season, only fate we knew of was Sebastian and Pluto and CL. Everybody else at the end of the show were kind of like, what about them? What are they doing? Ugh, I don't know. Anyway, the second one, Black Butler Season 2. In the late 19th century, England, 1 year and 3 months after the dramatic conclusion of the original series, Black Butler 2 introduces a new butler and a young master. The sadistic and cheerful Alois Trancy has faced some harsh times. He was kidnapped as a baby and was forced to work in the village as a slave. Gradually, he lost his parents, his best friend, and everyone he knew. Alois eventually returned home and became the head of his mansion, but seemed to exhibit some strange behavior ever since. Even more curiously, he returned with Claude Faustus, an enigmatic, emotionless butler with unfathomable talent. And that's the second season. The first season was only like 26 episodes. The second season is 12 episodes, so it's drastically shorter. Though, after introducing Alois and his butler, like in the first episode, they kind of go back and you're not quite sure what's going on, because CL's back alive and Sebastian's running him within a trunk, and stuff doesn't make sense. You don't know what happened, and it kind of starts explaining stuff later on. Because for some strange, I mean, you don't know how come CL isn't dead. You don't know how much time has passed between the time and this time unless you read what it says about it. The character developments, there was a lot of people that needed to die. Alois need to die. At least I think that's his name. He just pissed me off, especially the way he treated his maid early on by gouging out her eye with his finger because she did something to upset him. But she turns out she was kind of later a demon, kind of working for him, but not. And turns out she was a main demon from a main demon from his past. And this demon we're talking about is Hannah. It kind of leaves a bit to be desired. I mean, I don't know whether to hate her, love her, or just feel sorry for her because she has to put up with Alois. I don't know. It was confusing. That one ended a little better maybe than the first season. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it ended with CL becoming a demon and leaving everybody behind with Sebastian as his butler for all eternity. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Anyway, then the next season that they finished recently is Black Butler Book of Circus. Yeah. In Victorian London, the breaking performances of Noah's Ark Circus have captured the attention of people all across the city. But the spell of magic and wonderment woven under the big top is not without consequences. Children have suddenly begun to vanish, and some suspect these mysterious performers are responsible. In an attempt to get to the bottom of these disturbing disappearances, the dashing duo of Demon Butler, Sebastian Michaelis, and his young master, CL Phantomhive, will infiltrate the circus and uncover whatever darkness may lie at its core. This one has a bit. I think this one takes place at some time. I'm not entirely sure when it takes place. It either takes place sometime before the ending of season. It takes place sometime during season 1 or season 2. I'm not quite sure because he's not a demon in this one, so it's not a sequel to the season 2. But this one, it started off a little weird, like, okay, you don't know what's going on. Then you kind of start getting more action, and then you get his 3 servants. Basically, when the bad guys go to his mansion while he's to try to kidnap him, unbeknownst to them, he's at their place killing their leader. They try to infiltrate and kill him. His 3 servants got some action. It's the first time we've ever really seen them fight. I forget the one guy's name, but he's like an ex-army officer or something. Then we had some kind of expert marksman made Mayrin. And then we had the experiment Finney, who had super strength. We had to see them fight and just kick the crap out of these people who said oh, we're pros. We're like, yeah, you're pros. You die. Yeah, they just got the crap kicked out of them. And they got killed. And all the while, Lady Elizabeth, CL's fiancée, is sleeping peacefully in her room. Something to be said about that. I don't know. This one was a good one because I did get to see a bit more action of those 3, and sure the beginning kind of starts off. It's very, they lay it on thick that there was something wrong with the circus that he's going undercover at. So it makes you really want to watch the next episode to see what goes on. And oh wait, is that something? Okay, I didn't say it. More characters. Yeah, there's Finian, Mayrin, and give me a moment here. Baldoy. Okay, that was the other guy. Oh yeah, then we also have the Tonica, but he's the only normal person in there. Except for some reason he gets full of steam and he turns to a normal person, but otherwise he's kind of animated some of the other, I don't know. That's kind of confusing part. But it was a good series. The endings were kind of sad. I mean, season 1, it was a sad one. Season 2 is it was a little better, but seriously, what about your fiance? Why don't you just couldn't live with your fiance? Then for Book of Circus, that one iffy. I mean, I'm kind of sad that they killed off one girl and they killed off some people. It's like, really? They just have to do this. And it's like, and they couldn't save all the children that went missing. They were all lobotomized by somebody, so they're all sitting there dead, mind dead in cages. So after they killed the main guy, Ciel's like, okay, Sebastian, time to torch the whole place and just burn it down, since this is the place where I might have been killed. Really? I don't know. It was an okay anime. I mean, it was good action, but seriously, couldn't they have somebody else had found out that he was actually a freaking demon? Nobody. I mean, he just I am one hell of a butler. It's like, okay. Throughout the whole entire freaking series, Ciel and maybe the other demon the other demon butler and the other master, the other demon are the only, and the Shinigamis, the death gods. They're the only ones who know that Sebastian is a demon. Really? I mean, seriously. Even the 3 servants that he hires specifically to protect the mansion, they don't even know. Even they live with him. I mean, Finian, the human experiment, who giving him super freaking strength. I mean, he can lift he can break through walls with his fist and tear down trees yard thick with just one punch. He ran into Sebastian while he was escaping and he didn't knock him over. And then he's like, why didn't I knock you over when I hit you? It's like, you don't think something's weird then? Seriously, the amount of acrobatics he does, jumping from the ground to the roof, you don't think something's wrong there? Notice, hey, this guy's not normal. I mean, yeah, I'm not normal, but he's definitely not normal. I don't know. A little bit of inconsistencies here and there, but good plot line, good storyline. That might be the same thing. Maybe. I like it. I'd probably watch it again, but probably not for a while. It's not. I wouldn't go cosplaying as any other characters. I wouldn't glomp any of those characters if I saw them. And I definitely wouldn't want one of them to be my waifu. I don't know. Iffy, but good. Okay. I think that'll be it for the first one. I apologize about me twitching and everything else, and sorry if I was speaking too fast. First video, probably not the best. I'll try to work on it as stuff comes by. Adios, and until next time.